All right, Coach, last year, compare where you are as a coach from last year as a head coach to now, how things have changed and maybe settled down for you.
Last year I was probably spinning a little bit. I don't know that anything prepares you for the jump from being an assistant to being a head coach. No matter what you think you know, what you think you're doing, it's different. Now it's kind of the new normal, and so now I guess like anything, you just get comfortable with your circumstances and how to do the things that you didn't know how to do before.
Is there something when you came into Hardin Valley and you started assessing the program, you go, okay, well, we got to solidify this if we're ever going to build and get better and be more consistent on the long run?
There's a couple things. One, we've got to keep all our kids in Hardin Valley. One of the toughest things to do in Knox County is to keep your players at your school. And so, that's one thing. And then also, we've made a lot of progress, a lot of strides in our feeder programs and our youth leagues and middle schools. We've got those kind of aligned with what we're doing now. And so, kids are being prepped to play for Hardin Valley from day one.
What's something you might feel like people will see that could be different about Hardin Valley on the field this year?
I just think in year one, we're getting to know the kids are getting to know us. I think now they kind of know what we expect. They know how we do things. And so, I think they're going to see a better football team. Last year, we did a good job of closing some gaps, and, we played some teams close and played some teams, down to the wire and into the fourth quarter, and, didn't end up on the side of those games that we wanted to, but, we were, our kids played hard, they kept competing, and, this year, the difference I hope people see is those games turn the other way, and, we figure out how to win those games instead of just playing teams close.
Are there a couple players that you feel like have taken a step up in their careers, you feel like are going to be leaders or guys that we're going to hear a lot about this fall?
Sure. I mean, I could mention a bunch, and so honestly, I hate to mention any, but I'll say we've got a really good senior class, and the two guys are brought here with me today, Pierce Palmer, Tommy Joseph. They're definitely two of those guys, but I think our senior class as a whole, they're close. I think our team has become closer and closer. Family is something a lot of people talk about. A lot of coaches push. Family is never something that I've tried to push. We try to, I guess, sort of push it indirectly, not by saying it, but kind of pushing them and facilitating things that try to create that atmosphere and that culture. But if it's going to happen, to me, that's got to happen organically, and it's not something you can make happen. And so, family is something, that word is something our players started using, and they started talking about it. That word wasn't something we used, but they're picking up on the things we're teaching and preaching, and that's gone a long way.